Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Resonant Rise. How you guys doing today? I'm doing really good. I'm just chilling out, playing some Resonant Rise. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really good day. It's a day. It's a day. I don't know what day is. Today is a day. I think it's Monday, to be honest, when I'm recording this. You guys can adjust that to any time frame of when I decide to upload this. But I do want to say thank you guys for sitting down with me today. I think we got some pretty good things planned for today. Today, I want to try to up the ante on things we've been doing. So we're going to be jumping straight into mods and stuff like that. But before we get into that, last episode, if you missed it, we started wind power in the immersive engineering rabbit hole. Dang, it was actually really, really tedious and all the things that we had to do, but it actually paid off pretty well, in my opinion. We were able to get some wind power going, but off screen, I've been doing a little bit of work, and bam, check it out. I've got all of the wind power now. But I don't know if it's very efficient, and here's the reason why. Because I've actually extended this all the way up to, I think, 200. I think is the top one up there. I'm pretty sure it's at Y200. And I extended windmills all the way up, but the ones at the top are not in render distance, so you can't see them. But I think they're there. Well, I know that they are there. I know that they're there, but I don't know if they're working, and that's kind of the problem that I'm having right now. So I don't know whether or not this is really efficient or not. I think that it is. So what I did was I replaced all of the low voltage wire connectors to the medium voltage, and I replaced all the wire itself to the medium voltage. They were relatively simple and cheap. The medium voltage wire just took Electrum. That was really easy to get. And then the medium voltage wire connectors were just iron and stuff. So that was really simple to get. When I built all of these, actually, I didn't need that many resources. I don't know whether or not if there's supposed to be creating as much power as I am actually getting. If we go downstairs, I was producing about 9 RF a tick with our last setup. And by the way, I also upgraded our storage to a basic capacitor bank. I actually went through a couple different... Why are you guys growing in here? I don't know, but I'm keeping them here just in case if I want to make something with mushrooms. They just kind of sprouted up out of nowhere. But I went through a couple alterations. I actually made a leadstone energy cell, and I made another capacitor. Well, I actually think I had both of these. For some reason, I made a leadstone energy cell. I don't know if I'm ever going to use this. But then I figured out that it would have been a better idea just to make a capacitor bank. So I went ahead and made one of those. But if I use some power really quickly, let's just grab... I don't think I have any ore. Do I have any? I do have ferrous ore. I was wanting to save this, but oh well. So let's actually use some power. So right now, I'm not using enough power. I need to get rid of some of this power because I want to show you. Anyways, I'm making 109 RF per tick when the capacitor bank is right here. And then if I move it, which I really can't demonstrate because it's already filled up, which is kind of sucky, and I can't get rid of the power yet. Actually, I have an idea. I don't know. These machines used to lose power whenever you broke them with pickaxes, but I think they changed that. So let me actually do that. I want to try it just really quickly. I'm pretty sure they changed it. Yeah, so I can't really do that, which is kind of unfortunate. Which, I mean, that's a good thing, but at the same time, it's unfortunate. Let me grab that back. I need that. But it's producing 109 RF per tick here, but when I moved it to right underneath the windmills, it was making 136. So there is energy loss with this cable, which is really, really unfortunate. But at the same time, it's really cheap. It's really useful because you don't have to make 100,000 conduit. You can just run these. These things extend for 17 blocks. And I'm making unlimited, well, it's not unlimited power, but I'm making free power. So that's a thing. So today I want to go ahead and jump into a mod. In my personal opinion, it is my favorite mod. And I added it to this pack, and I'm really excited to get into it. And it's called Advanced Genetics. And we're going to be getting into this today. And I'm really freaking excited. I am actually extraordinarily excited to get into this. I haven't messed with Advanced Genetics since I played, oh my goodness, like Attack of the B Team like over 3 years ago. Well, actually, it wasn't 3 years ago. It was like 2 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a really long while. So if I don't know everything to a T, I'm sorry. I'm also, if I'm pausing every now and again, I've got kind of a sore problem in my mouth. I don't know. I think they're canker sores, and my mouth hurts every time I talk for too long. It's a weird thing. It's a thing. I don't know. And it's annoying is what it is. So to get into this mod, first things I'm going to have to create is something called a DNA analyzer. So if you don't know anything about advanced genetics, the simplest way to describe it is you're taking samples of DNA/skin cells from animals, and then you're breaking that down into its basic genetic material, and then what you're doing then is injecting that into your body. Now, I know it sounds dangerous, but this is Minecraft, and we're video games, and we could do all this stuff. So, in order to do that, we're going to need something called a DNA analyzer. So we're going to need something called a magnifying glass. And then what we're going to do with that, we're also going to need something called a DNA extractor. Then we're going to have to make a DNA decryptor. And then we're going to need a splitter, breeder, all of these fun machines. And basically what each one of these things do is they break down the material into simpler and simpler forms until we get to something called the splitter, which breaks it into parts and the different genomes and stuff, and genetic materials, which is this stuff. And then the breeder, of course, is then used to do certain things to like mature it and stuff. So we got I got a couple machines I got to build in order to get this started. But the most simplest thing that I can create right now is something called a scapler. And what this thing does, and let me go ahead and grab some stone. Do I have any stone just handy dandy right now? I bet you I do. Where's my stone? Where's my stone? I don't. Let's grab 1, 2. We'll go ahead and smelter on these up. But what this scapler is going to allow me to do is go up to random mobs. Well, not random mobs. The mobs aren't random, but go up to different mobs. And then what I am going to then do is bam, bam, and then we go ahead and grab a piece of iron, is I'm going to right click on them and then extract their skin cells. And then what I'm going to do with those skin cells is I'm going to extract the DNA out of them. So I want to go ahead and find me something to extract my DNA from. Hello, Skelly Belly. I want your DNA, and you've got a shiny, shiny bow. I have a bad feeling you're going to end up hurting yourself or hurting me. Don't shoot me, please. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge attack him. Bam! Got him. Did I get him? Yes, skin cells. Yay, that makes sense because I'm getting skin cells from a mob without skin. Makes perfect sense. So what I'm going to do with these skin cells is I'm going to run it through the line of machines to get the DNA out of it. So what's really cool about this mod is each mob has different abilities that you can get from them. Like I know skeletons, you can get like infinity, and then you can get like some other really fun stuff. And like you have different like abilities, like you can get basic genomes, no fall, infinite milk, speed, woolly, eat grass, jump, water breathing, fly, which is what I'm really excited about, which you get from a bat, produce stew, okay, teleporter, save your inventory, swim in lava, shooting fireballs, explode yourself, destroy blocks with fireballs, more hearts, wither hits, ender health, throwing potions, slimy, interesting, infinity, climb, avoid creepers, and resistance / night vision and poison. I'm actually really excited about the night vision, the flying, and all the other fun stuff like resistance and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make a couple machines. I'm actually going to try to find some specific mobs that I definitely want to start DNA analyzing this episode. And yeah, once I get that stuff going, I'll be right back. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. And bam, there we go. DNA breeder, finally, the final machine out of all of these machines that I had to make. And then we'll go ahead and hook her on up to the power source, which, by the way, seems to be a little bit buggy. And then we're going to go bam, and then hook it up here. And then now we should be getting power. There we go. All right, guys, welcome back. So I made up all of the machines. Oh, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. I really, personally, I thought it wouldn't take very long. I thought it would just give, just make some machines and put a recipe in the crafting table. But no, I had to go out. I had to find a whole bunch of iron because most of the stuff took a ton of iron. Just looking through that iron. All of them. All of the machines take iron. So what the ones that I made, the ones that are most crucial to what I'm going to be doing, are as followed. You're going to need the DNA analyzer, the DNA extractor, the DNA decryptor, and the DNA splitter. These are going to be your 4 key ones to getting out what you want. Okay, then you're going to need something called a DNA breeder to make the genomes usable, or the cells usable, or whatever the heck they're called. And then you're going to need something called a centrifuge, is what's going to make your syringe that you're going to be injecting it into yourself safe to use. And then you're going to need something called a DNA combiner to actually put the thing inside of your syringe. So yeah, now it's time for the very long and strenuous process. So, first things first, you're going to want to get yourself a scapular, like I said in the last clip. Go get you some skin cells. So now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your skin cells. This is going to be skin cells of a skeleton. You're going to stick it on into your DNA. Oh, I've already been doing some stuff. You're going to want, because I had to use these in some of the crafting recipes. They're just, it's weird. But, first things first, take your skin cells and put it in the DNA analyzer. And what this is going to do is it's going to analyze your skin cells and get a cell out of it. So also, in this mod, thank the Lord that this is included, but they also have overclockers that make these things go faster. So, and they're relatively cheap. So that's really, really awesome, because without overclockers, these things are stupid slow, and I hated it. But that's a thing. So what you're going to do now is take your skin cell out, put it on in, well, you're going to take your cell out and then put it into the DNA extractor. This thing is going to work its magic and then pull out the helix gnome thingy. Look at us. It's like we're sciencing right now. We're totally sciencing. By the way, I haven't got rid of that yet. It's still annoying. Someone did tell me in the comment section what they thought that was, but I still got to go and do that. Then you're going to want to put this into your DNA decryptor. This is going to decrypt your DNA analyzed helix thingamabobber, and then it's going to make it into a basic genome. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to put it into the splitter. Now, the splitter, once you get to this spot, you've got a couple different options that you can choose from. You can either make, well, there's 2 different machines that go into this spot. You can either make a DNA splitter, or you can make an auto DNA splitter, which is what I'm probably going to make in the future. Right now, I'm just using the regular splitter because I want to be able to pick what I get to choose. If you use the auto one, it's automatically going to choose basic genome. But in this spot, you're going to get a chance to pick all of the genes that are available in this strand of DNA. Now, the more times you do this, the different possibilities that you can get out of the stage. Like this stage, you can have basic genomes, you can have infinity, you can have all this other stuff that is possible that you can get from a skeleton. In this case, all I can do is pick basic genome. So this is actually good. Now, this in and above itself, it doesn't give me anything, but I'm able to use this to breed other cells or genomes or whatever the heck they're called. They're called genes or genes. Why am I saying genomes? It's genes. I bet you someone yelled at me in the comment section. But now you've got your gene. Okay, now this thing in and of itself is useless. But if you got something called, maybe let's just say you got resistance, which is something I got from a zombie, I am going to then take that, stick it into a DNA breeder. So what I'm going to want to do is then, is this not the machine that I needed? Oh, it is the breeder. I'm stupid. I put it in the wrong one. Okay, I thought I was having a brain fart there. I don't know. I did like a weird cuts. I'm sorry. But I was having a brain fart. I went through my mindset of like, okay, I messed up. What machine did what? I forgot what it did. But yeah, you need the DNA breeder. Okay, so what this thing is going to then tell you is how many genomes you have to put into this set of genes for it to be quote unquote fully grown or stable to use. I don't know. It's a thing. So what you're now going to do is take your basic genes and then just stick it in there. It's going to feed it into your complex genes, which has your whatever your value you want out of it, and then it's going to start breeding it. And then what you're going to want to do is put the exact number that it tells you. For this one only takes 12. Now I know fly takes 24, so it does take a little bit of time to get these things all bred up and good in the hood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this one, and then we're going to get into the final process, which is kind of really fun to do. So I'll see you guys in just a second. So now if I put this one in, so this will be 10, 11, and come on, faster. There we go, and last one. Oh, this actually didn't take as long as I was thinking it was going to, but I was actually afraid it was going to take forever. So there we go. Finally, we got genome resistance complete. So I'm going to take this out. Wait a minute. Let's just do... Alright, guys. Welcome back. So I got it completed. I just felt like doing that. So I got it completed. Now, this is where the fun starts. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to want to make an empty syringe. Now, just gently poke yourself with it. Yeah. Take your blood out. There we go. Whew, that gets me every time. And I know there's like a drug thing going on there, but oh well. So we're going to stick it on in the centrifuge. This is going to stabilize your blood, do its all centrifuging things. I don't exactly know what it does, but there we go. And then what you're going to do is then take your centrifuged blood. You have to centrifuge it every time. If you don't, it won't work. So stick it on in the DNA combiner. Stick it on in the DNA combiner, and then you're going to take your resistance, stick it on this side, and this is going to feed its resistant properties into the syringe that's been centrifuged with your own blood. Now, what you're going to do now is then take your centrifuge, you're going to take your syringe that was just filled with the resistance, centrifuge it again. Yes, you have to centrifuge several different times in this process just to make sure that the thing works, it's safe. So now, this is where the fun part begins. You take it and you stick it on in yourself. And bam! Now I'm getting a little bit nauseated, but I've got resistance forever, which is awesome. Well, I say forever, but unfortunately there is a drawback to this. Luckily it works, it's indefinite, it makes me more resistant to damage, it makes me more resistant to all sorts of things, like zombies, because I'm kind of like super awesome now. But there is one drawback. If you die, you lose this. You lose all of your abilities when you die. So what I always recommend doing is always take a fresh thing of blood out of you right after you inject yourself with the essence. And then instead of it just being a plain syringe of blood, because before we didn't have anything in us, but now it's got the resistance inside of it. So now if I ever die, I'll always have this to be able to get back just in case, so I can get my stuff back. So let's say if I had flying before, if I inject myself, the flying ability will be inside the syringe. So if I die, I'll be able to get it back. So that's really awesome. So I won't have to go through the old process again. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to hide this. I'm going to put this right there so I don't ever lose it. But now what I'm going to have to do is go off screen and get a whole bunch of stuff gathered up, from bats. I'm going to go and get stuff from cats. Yes, I'm going to be scaling cats. No, I don't kill anything in the process. I just remove a couple skin cells and then I take them and do research on them and inject them into myself. Science. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, guys. I had a lot of fun today. Now we're like super zombified and we got all the resistance. But next episode, I'm going to be getting a whole lot of stuff together so that we can get so many awesome abilities. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. As I said before, I had so much fun. If you hated this video, you know where to put it, but if you did enjoy, do not forget to hit that like button, guys. You guys have been doing amazing on this series so far, and I just want to say thank you guys for all of your amazing support. Don't forget to post any questions, comments, or smart remarks in the comment section down there. I love hearing from you guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and hope all of you have a great and wonderful rest of your day. Man, we got resistance. We're going to get flying next episode. I just know it. See you next time, guys.